Hey, Glenn.
How goes it?
Just wanted a chance to check in with you. You are home to so many federal workers in your district. What has the experience been for them since the beginning of this administration and certainly during this shutdown?
It's been awful, frankly. I've got 65,000 or so federal employees in my district. As soon as Trump hit the door on January 20th, he started an all-out attack on federal government service across the board. And it's really been tough. Many of them have been laid off. Many of them had given decades of service to the country and had done outstanding work. And many of them have jobs that are really hard to replace. I mean, I ran into one of my constituents who was a PhD in mechanical engineering working at NIH, and he was doing work there with respect to medical devices to make sure before they're approved and made available to the public that they actually work the way they're supposed to. His whole unit got laid off, and I have other people here who were doing work, research, for example, on Alzheimer's, and those clinical trials were shut down. And as you know, those aren't like something with a light switch. You can just start it back with the flick of the switch. You got to start from scratch, and it takes years to get to the point that they'd arrived at. So it's really been devastating for them personally, but also for the American public.
I interviewed and met with a bunch of researchers, postdocs mainly in my district, who had been recently laid off or were fearful of being laid off. And one of them said the cure that we had been working on now remains in a freezer. And I just think about all those patients who could benefit from what they're working on with Alzheimer's or a host of other diseases. And that hope and promise just remains on hold as we see these cuts.
That's absolutely right. And, these cuts are really undermining science across the board. I have a NASA installation in my district that was doing a lot of research. University of Maryland's in my district. We've got a quantum computing company in my district that's been doing cutting edge work to help keep us ahead of China on critical AI and other forms of tech. And they've been hit hard by this as well.
Really grateful to you, Glenn, that you are such a leader in these times where 65,000 of your constituents are impacted directly by these cuts to federal services and firing without cause federal workers, but also to being a leader and a